Hi, my name is Sabrina Vaillancourt. I'm with the Measuring Spoon Baking Company, and today I chose one of my favorite cookies, Thin Mints, to make a chocolate ganache tart with a Thin Mint crust. I chose to do the cookie bake-off because what a fun experience it would be to be able to make a dessert from one of my childhood's favorite cookies. So the first step is to get your cookies. We're going to use our food processor to grind them up for the crust. So you'll need 45 of these. And each sleeve has 16 cookies each. And then what you'll want to do is process them in the food processor until they're very fine. And then what you'll need next is 6 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to mix that until the cookie crumbs come together. And you'll want to make sure the butter is spread evenly through all of them so the crust will stay nice and tight when it gets baked. So you'll grab your 9-inch tart pan and we'll just take this cookie mixture and we'll pour it in, which will be our crust. And what you'll want to do is press it into the pan firmly, and we'll have extra, but we want to make sure that it goes all the way up the sides so it's a nice formed crust, and when you take it out of the oven, it'll stay together. And then once that's done, you'll want to stick this in the oven at 350 for 5 minutes, so it'll have more of a crunchy cookie taste rather than a softer crust. We have one that's been cooled and is ready for the filling. So now after we've made the tart crust, what we're going to be doing is making the ganache filling. What you'll need is 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream, as well as 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter. And what we're going to do is we're going to melt this until it simmers, and then we'll be pouring that over our 12 ounces of already pre-chopped chocolate. And you want to stir it around occasionally. And what this is going to do is it's going to get the cream and the butter hot enough so when we pour it over our chocolate, it'll start to melt the chocolate. And that's why we've chopped it as well. So you want to wait until it starts to simmer. Okay, and now it's ready to be poured over our chocolate. So what you want to do is just stir the cream around with the chocolate and let it sit for a minute. And that way the chocolate will be melted by itself. Gently stir around the ganache. And you don't want to whip it because when you whip it, it'll incorporate a lot of air bubbles. And with air bubbles and a tart, you want that smooth finish. So this part takes patience, but it'll be worth it. So once everything is blended together, you'll get this beautiful looking ganache. And you'll want to grab that tart crust that you made earlier, and what we'll do is we'll pour it in, and you'll want to smooth it around. And then what you'll want to do with this is you'll want to put it in the refrigerator for up to 2 hours so it can harden. You can leave it out if you'd like, but it speeds up the process a lot if you put it in the refrigerator. And now after your tart has hardened in the refrigerator, you can use whatever you'd like to decorate it, but today I chose to decorate this with raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And since this is a Thin Mint featured tart, I thought it would be fun to also add some fresh mint leaves and give it some beautiful color. My dessert deserves your vote because not only is it simple and anyone can make, it's also beautiful. You can serve it at a brunch, after dinner, you can change the toppings, you could even change the crust to a different Girl Scout cookie. It's versatile, it's beautiful, and it's a showstopper.